gives and takes of the game, the Ohio State and Michigan game played this past weekend. The fact of the matter is that the first four series, two for Ohio State, two for Michigan, ended up in punt results. Now, there were two controversial 4th-and-1 calls, conservative play that should have been a no-brainer to go for it in one of the biggest games in college football history. Also, two interceptions off of rush plays, not really calculating. Really, when you're that far back with your back against the wall, you really want to run. You don't want to get into a passing safety issue like that. So the two interceptions, the two 4th-and-1 calls, one missed field goal, and some key drop balls, even though the Michigan defense were handling themselves very well on defense. I mean, one I thought should have been a targeting call. Guy did have his head down from what I seen. It looks like a targeting call, but was not called. Time possession by Kyle McCord versus McCarthy, a junior, more seasoned veteran. Time management, time possession went to Michigan. Turnovers, lose ball games. Defense played impeccably well, but stayed on the field entirely too long. So with that, I would want to say that do you want Ohio State to play at Georgia playing like that? Do you want Ohio State playing at Florida State or with the future Heisman Trophy from Washington, Knicks? You want Ohio State to play that team? And really, do you want Ohio State to play Oregon, which is some are saying considered the best team in college football, which you haven't seen in maybe a decade or so. So, the fact of the matter is that Ohio State's conservative play, not being prepared for the environment of the Michigan home game, these are issues that have to be taken into consideration. I don't think Ryan Day should be fired. I think maybe it's a player issue and a coaching issue. So both should be held accountable. Firing, to me, now it's not being held accountable. Ryan Day is out of the shadows of Urban Myers. So you see that. So this is his first stand in his own shadow. And he should be held accountable for that. But firing, I think, is a bit much because we still have ball to play. And also, do you want Ohio State to play Iowa for the Big Ten championship with that type of play? Do you want Michigan to represent that particular side of the conference? Because Michigan is winners. They have time management. Their defense is impeccable. Defense wins ball games. We all know that. So with that being said, the fact of the matter is the game should have went 51-20 even, or 51-38. Even Michigan missed some opportunities to score twice in the first quarter alone. That's 14 more points. So that's 34-51. These things have to be looked at and gone over for our next play, which will probably be Oregon. If everything turns out, that we have to watch and see with the Alabama and Georgia game this coming weekend, which I think Georgia beats Alabama. This is not your best Nick Saban team that he has had over the decades as he been coach of Alabama. So with that being said, the fact of the matter is that conservative football and will not beat Michigan. 4th and 1, go for it. Receivers hurdle onto the ball. Linemen block. Defense impeccable. Ohio State's defense is one of the best in the NCAA. So with that being said, this is Dre, and that's the fact of the matter with the game. One of the most historic games in college football, one of the longest running games in college football history. I bid you adieu, and Yahweh bless all the players, bless Ryan Day and The Ohio State University, and that's the fact of the matter.